So now let's say we're rolling tape, or tapeless, as it were. The next 4 apps, actually going in through post-production here in the Scenios environment, are the video management apps. So there's actually a pretty powerful digital asset management system sort of hidden behind the interface. So if you click on any of these areas, let's say dailies, what you can do, so what you're seeing here is a bunch of videos that have been uploaded into Scenios. And since this is a tool for professionals, you can upload any sort of pro video format, most of them anyway, up into Scenios. And you just, if you want to upload a clip, you just click on upload, and you can upload it through your browser. So let's say, for example, in a film sort of environment, you can manage your dailies and share your dailies with your crew, with your cast, for example. And this is funny because we were having dinner with an actor recently. He's been acting for 20 years on TV primarily, and he said he had never been allowed to see his dailies, which I thought was really interesting. But anyway, technically it's possible if you want to share the dailies with the cast and crew. So you can also share selects, rough cuts, and final cuts. So let's look at one of these videos, and we'll see if the internet connection wants to hold up here. So here are some videos that have been uploaded. If I click onto the video, it opens up a page where I can start to really collaborate on the video with the production team. So what you'll see here, first of all, this clip that was uploaded was a high-def source file. But when we upload it into Scenios, as soon as we upload it, we transcode a low-res proxy version. So even though this is a high-def source file, what you're seeing here, I think it's going to stutter on the connection, is a low-res browse copy. So we're using H.264. We're not using Flash, which means you can view this, for example, on your iPod. Your iPad or your iPhone. Mute, yeah. Good one. Okay, so you can see some basic information about this shot. If you want to add the shot to your selects, you can do it here, and then it will be added to the selects app. And then there's a series of little apps down here that you can do some interesting things with. So, for example, you can add a tag to the clip, which is then searchable, keyword searchable by anybody on the team. But let's say you want to do timeline-based tagging or shot logging in normal English. You can do shot logging in a cloud-based environment here. So I'll show you. Just press press play on your video, mark an in point, mark an out point, give it a log, and you can see I've done some shot logging here. So normally shot logging, people do it different ways, of course, but oftentimes you'll have somebody who has to be in the production office, getting video off of a central storage system, for example. Here, for example, you could be out on location, and at the end of the day, you could have your PA do logging in the hotel at night, for example, and then the people back at the production office can see the sort of comments that are coming in, and actually because it's not a spreadsheet, it's not just time code, it's interactive, so you can click on directly into the log and go directly to that shot. So this particular tool is useful, especially from a review and approval perspective, so people can give feedback to the team on a particular edit. Now, some of the other apps that are coming out soon, and actually this first one we've got a lot of interest in, transcription. No doubt some of you have ordered transcriptions for your productions in the past. Most times, what you find is you have to ship a DVD or a tape, maybe with burned-in time code, to your provider, and then a week or two, however long it takes, you get it back. You may get a spreadsheet. This is a different sort of transcription environment. Because the video it's already up in the cloud, you can just then, say, for example, send an invitation to your transcription house, invite them to the project, and they can do the transcription right in the shot log. Or we're actually going to be doing a transcription service where you can just go into the clip, 5 minutes, cool. You just go into the clip, click order transcription, and the transcription 2 days later will show up directly into your shot log. So there's transcription capabilities that you can do in the cloud. There's also going to be a transcode capability where you can transcode the clip into whatever sort of different format you may need, and also a publish capability. So, Scenios is kind of a lockdown, secure environment, but if you need to get a piece of video out to somebody who's not on your production team, if you have permissions, you can do that. You can select either the entire video or just one of the shots that you've logged, and then you publish it directly to one of those sites. You can also download the original source file. So if you want to bring it into your Final Cut, your Avid, whatever it may be, you can do that as well. So point being, there's quite a bit of when you put video in the cloud, there's quite a bit of interesting things you can do from a collaboration perspective. Last part of Scenios, and almost out of time here, are deliverables. And so, this, for example, this app would be managed by a post-production supervisor. So just a visual way to manage what deliverables need to go out, whether it's to your film distributor, a film festival, whatever it may be. If you want to add a new deliverable, you just type in the recipient, what format they take it in, and then you can add it to your deliverables. Now, just a couple other aspects of Scenios. One is tasks and workflow management. And this is actually, I manage my team on Scenios, and tasks are actually the way I really manage them. Because our team is far-flung, shall we say. But with tasks, we put all the tasks up every week, and we review the tasks, and everybody has transparency to what everybody else is working on. And then when somebody completes a task, they just check it off. And so I can see who's keeping up with their tasks for the week. So it's really useful from a management perspective. So that's Scenios. That's just one example of a cloud-based production technology. And again, I think you'll expect to see more of these over the years. So just to sum up here. Okay, so what does what does this actually mean? This technology and these types of technology from a financial perspective in terms of financing films. There's really three aspects here that are worth noting, I think. First of all, is producers are able to save money by producing more efficiently because you're not emailing things back and forth, and people are able to communicate more effectively. You can move more quickly as a producer, and you can do more with less sometimes. And actually, Jeff is going to go into details on sort of what savings he's seen on his show. The next two are actually things that we hadn't thought of, but in talking to producers in different areas, they've told us this type of technology could help out in these areas. So one is selling projects while they're still in development, right? So Scenios, for example, is free, right? For one project, unlimited cast and crew and some cloud storage. So you could use Scenios for free. And so if you have a project you're in development on, you can start to load up a script, a schedule, and if you're pitching it to a producer, an agent, whoever it may be, invite them to the project, and they can start to see the project and what sort of a workflow they can expect for that project. So people on the development side have said that the technology is potentially useful. And the other is on the other side of the equation, which is we were talking to a producer who does independent films. And he said, well, actually, this type of technology could be useful when I'm done with a movie. And I've got to go and sell it. So when he's out pitching his film to a distributor and he's got somebody on the hook, they'll go into due diligence and they'll inevitably send binders and paperwork back and forth. But what he was saying is if the project was done in this sort of environment, the due diligence room, in quotes, is all online. So whoever's going to buy the film or finance it, they can just invite them to the project and they can see a complete history of every aspect related to the film. So that's just a high-level overview of cloud computing, an example of one technology in this area and the financial impact.